The first tab is the past year punya batch lah. Yang ada recording semua, I dump everything dalam ni according to chapters. Okay. So if for example the first few chapters earlier that I tak ada buat recording, then you boleh refer here lah. Okay. Okay, recording untuk current semester is this one. Last week pula. On Tuesday I ada buat recording dalam kelas lah. So bunyi dia kalau I dekat dia kuat, jauh sayup-sayup sikit lah. But the main thing is that you can see the same procedure, working procedure that I showed on whiteboard. Okay, so you can just click that. Should be dia akan directly go to YouTube.
That will always be one.
Alright.
Unless you
So
define.
you boleh dengar baliklah suara I, suara diri sendiri pun ada juga kot dalam tu. Okay, kalau ada yang bercakap dalam tu kan. Okay, so let's do this exercise. Okay, prove that the signal shown, this one, can be plotted as the above signal. So for this case is that you need to draw out each of the signal. So you're given number 1, number 2, number 3. Alright. So the first one is that to plot first signal, which is TU. Recap balik ingat tak apa yang belajar hari Selasa? T minus U, U, T minus 1. So what type of signal do you have here? Unit. So you have unit step. Yang mana satu? This one So this is step. And then what else? Ramp. Ramp is which one? T minus 1. Belakangnya ni boleh faham. This signal ada berapa Signal saya satu je. So ia ada step. Kenapa step? Sebab ada U. U dia baik. U T minus 1. What else we have? anyway, okay, yang tak ada yang tak datang hari Selasa okay, yang tak datang hari Selasa nanti pergi tengok YouTube hari Selasa punya YouTube. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to recap very fast sebelum kita move on to bila lagi yang tak faham tu lagi terkapak-kapak blur habis lagi. Okay, so on Tuesday those who did miss the class, you have learned that there are the first signal that you have is UT. UT is what type of signal? It's a unit step input. Okay, unit step. Why unit step? Because you have U in front of that T dalam bracket. Okay. Second one is that impulse delta T. Okay, this one is impulse input or impulse input tak. Impulse. Okay. Impulse signal. Why impulse? Because delta in front of that bracket T. Okay. Number 3. What else did you have? Ramp. So, ramp T. Only. Dia tak ada bracket luar, tak ada bracket sebelum atau selepas. So, this one is a ramp signal. Okay, how does a unit step input looks like? Unit step input will have, this is T, this is UT. Okay, it will start from 0 until infinity with amplitude 1. Okay, so there will be step input. Bila UT delta T is an impulse with amplitude 1 at 0. Impulse saja. Okay. A ramp is something that you will have a ramp. Okay, with a certain ramp ni akan terbagi kepada ikut equation y equal to mx plus c. So basically ramp nanti ada the slope and also the cross section. Okay, so these are the 3 main signal that you have for continuous time and also discrete time. Sama saja konsep dia. Okay. So on Tuesday we did a lot actually the basic concept So basic concept tu yang penting. Why? It will be applied and be used in your midterm and final exam. Okay. Kalau Selasa tu you tak faham atau miss class, then go ahead and sebaik saya dah buat recording So go ahead and look back at that recording on Tuesday. Ada bawah tab bulan, okay, current semester. Go through the exercise lah. Okay. Jangan tengok aja. Sediakan pen and paper and try to duplicate what is being taught Okay, so these are the common things. So back again to the question. Any? Okay. The question here is that we're given the signal graph. Prove that the signal shown can be described as this one. So basically, we just need to plot the signal based on the equation given. Plot it sum it up. Okay, so let's just backtrack again a bit. Okay, kalau yang tak datang semalam hari Selasa, then we just backtrack a bit. Okay, so we have this original signal, the signal xt. So from here, the first step is what I told you just on Tuesday, is that to identify how many main signal that you have inside. So macam mana nak identify? Identify by 3 signal tadi. Okay, ada step input. Step input tadi macam mana nak identify? Dia boleh kena pasti bila you identify U in bracket. So dan bracket signal yang besar. Dan normally you sebagai step input signal ni, dia akan multiply dengan ramp most of the time. So step input plus ramp dia akan jadi continuously with ramp up. Okay, so from here is that, and in that case delta, but I have mentioned untuk continuous time signal normally delta signal which one delta signal most adalah selalu dalam soalan state time. Okay, untuk continuous time akan ada dua saja, step input plus dengan ramp. So directly from here, ada berapa you nampak step input signal available here? Ada berapa? 1, angkat tangan. 2, angkat tangan. 3, angkat tangan. 3 signal step input. Tak tahu apa tadi ni? Ini macam apa? Berapa? 2 ke 3? 3. Angkat tangan. 3. Sorry nama saya slow down sikit kalau tak habis saya dah tahu replay kalau tak banyak tip sekarang. Okay, 3. Why? Bukan saya nak you fail, saya nak you lepas sebenarnya. Okay, so Y3 is that identify lah. First step, identify any signal with step which is UT. Okay, so ada berapa? Sini kan, UT, UT, UT. So ada 3 lah. So dalam kepala you sepatutnya, oh okay, nanti kita kena draw 3 at least. Okay, so 3. So terus labelkan. So ni signalnya ni nombor 1. Signal ni nombor 2. Signal ni nombor 3. Let's say that I'm going to write here at the end here. Okay. Signal 1. Okay. Next is to identify what is the signage. Sorry. The signage, The sign between the signal. Soalan tulisan saya memang short form Dia short form A dia hilang macam tu je. Selalunya lah kan. Laju sangat menulis. Okay, so when you have this one, then you write out again. So 1 minus 2 minus 3. So signage dia adalah yang ni lah. Minus and minus. Of course, yang nombor 1 ni dia adalah plus lah kat depan. Alright. So, then that is the second step. Third step, draw signal. 1, 2, and 3 separately. Okay, separately. Alright. Okay, now let's do number 1. Okay, signal number 1, you have number 1 here. T minus 1 UT. t minus 1. Okay, the question just now was what type of signal we have. You have to identify that we have the step signal, right? What else that we have? Ramp. Why ramp? Because outside of this UT, kat depan dia tu ada T. Okay. Memang kurungan dalam tu ada T, tapi depan kurungan tu tak ada apa-apa. Tak ada U ke apa kan. So, T minus 1. So, you know that for the step ni adalah step with ada shifting, plus shifting, and ramp juga ada shifting. Okay? Kenapa ada shifting? Sebab ada T minus 1. Dan ramp ni ada shifting sebab ada T minus 1. Okay? Now that you have that, then let's plot that first one. So, let's plot this one first. Yang paling senang. Mana? Saya ingat nak suruh you buat sebenarnya. Ada yang dah buat ke? Ada yang dah buat belum? UT minus 1. UT minus 1 adalah 0. Unit step with a shifting. Shifting, right? Shifting left or right? Right. It's a time delay. So shifting by 1. Why? Because this one. UT minus 1. So you know that UT alone. UT recap. Kata Adi. Bila you have UT, you punya signal adalah macam ni saja. Start daripada kosong up until infinity. Okay. But when you have UT minus 1, then it's going to be shifting by 1. Okay. Shifting by 1. To the right side. So same concept like what you have learned in the beginning of the chapter. Okay. So you have UT minus 1 is like this. Don't forget, lukiskan until infinity. Okay. So this is UT minus 1. Good. Now we draw the second one is T minus 1. T minus 1 is T minus 1 is a ramp, right, with shifting. So ramp, kalau normal ramp adalah, if you have 0 here, normal ramp is like this, T. Whereby M equal to 1. Okay? And C equal to 0. So T minus 1 is 0, 1 here, minus 1. So T minus 1 adalah ramp asal pada 0 yang ni, tapi dia shifted by 1, right? So if shifted by 1, then it's going to be like this. Okay? So yang ini akan menjadi minus 1, yang ini akan jadi minus 2. So I'm going to shift that. Okay, infinity and positive infinity until minus infinity. Okay. For signal number 1, sebab dia adalah multiplication of two signals kan. Darabkan amplitude. Okay. So, what you need to do is that to actually plot the final signal lah, which is have multiply the amplitude. Okay, so what you have is kosong. Let's say that I'm going to put here 0, 0, 1, 0. This one is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Add minus 1. What is the value? 0 times minus 1. Minus 2. 0 0 times minus 1. 0. 1 times 0. 0. 1 times 1. 1, 2, and so on. Okay, so the signal will become like this until infinity. So this signal is t minus 1, u t minus 1. Okay. So ini baru just satu signal je baru. Okay, one signal saja. Okay, salin dulu. Supposedly, if you have done it before, I don't know where to find this photo. I know when to okay, I think about this one, how to get this graph from last time we did. Okay, about. Okay, that's it. That's it. Boleh berdua. Mesti ambil sini sistem apa? Okay. Tak apa dah. Okay, dah. Dah. Alright, so that one will be the first signal. Okay. Second signal, T, this one T minus 2 multiply by UT minus 2. Okay, itu buat sendiri. Buat sendiri. I bagi 1 minit. Okay. Sama saya set yang UT minus 2. Bagi 1 minit. Okay. Lukis untuk signal nombor 2 dengan nombor 3 Terus nombor 2 signal. Bagi guna equation. Equation salah divide, salah darab. Semua habis. Okay. So I prefer that at least to see you daripada akal langsung. Case dulu. Terus baru tarik yang kita masuk dalam table. Terus buat apa? Kalau kita dapat masuk juga. Okay. Saya. Your answer, is it correct? Okay. Nampak Saiz ni nampak tak belakang? Okay, so let's I'm going to do number 2, which is t minus 2 u t minus 2. Sebenarnya sekali lalu you dah tahu dah jawapan dia. Kalau you selalu practice. Jawapan dia apa? Graf dia sepatutnya you akan dapat 0, 1, 2. Macam ni to infinity. M dia equal to 0. Sorry, 0 pula. M equal to 1. Okay? Okay, ini kalau dia biasa buat, student boleh terus cangak je. Sebab tu konsep saya ajar draw lukis signal dulu. Okay, kalau you lukis daripada terus table, you tak boleh nak faham nanti macam mana boleh dapat signal ni. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to draw out one by one. So first, kita buat dulu yang signal yang ni lah. Okay, macam biasa. Okay, kalau mana yang tak dapat tangkap lagi, then don't worry. So ut minus 2 adalah signal 0, 1, 2. Kenapa saya selalu buatkan stop sampai 2? Sebab you nampak ada t minus 2. So saya terus lukis lah 0, 1, 2. Kalau t plus 2, saya buatlah ke arah negatif. Okay, so that's why I stop there. Boleh nak buat sampai 5, 10 pun boleh kalau nak. Rajin buat lah kan. Okay, but saya tak rajin. Kita nak bagi jawapan saja. So ut minus 2. So meaning that you have a step input which is shifted to the right side. So t minus 2 until infinity, which is amplitude 1. Okay, so another signal is this one. Okay, t minus 2, which is sama konsep dengan yang pertama tadi, yang ni tadi So you ada 0, 1, 2, whereby you see here is that you have the ramp. Ramp tadi macam mana? At t equal to 0, right? So t minus 2 maksudnya shifted to the right side by 2. Shift je lah. So shift. Remember, untuk ramp, dia akan ada plus and minus. Okay. So maksudnya yang ini dia punya amplitude adalah minus 1. Yang ini amplitude dia minus 2. Okay. So because we are answering to this equation, so we need to draw the final graph lah. So final graph is 0, 1, 2. So cara dia, kalau tak nak bagi salah, dan terus letak amplitude dekat setiap point ni. So ni 0, 0, 1. Minus 2, ni 0, 1, 2. Okay. So we are going to plot at 0. 0, 0 times minus 2, 0. 0 times minus 1, 0. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1 So this one, kita ambil sini 3 as 1. Of course, the rest will be linearly increment ramp up. So this one is the signal, final signal Okay, so this is t minus 2, u, t minus 2. Okay. Kalau dah selalu buat exercise, dia terus boleh jawab yang ini. Terus jawab, tak perlu buat 3 step tu. Okay. Tapi in order for you to draw this, you need to do lots of exercise lah. You dah kena familiar. Signal macam ni, kacau macam ni. Kan? Dia macam ternyang-nyang dalam exam Dr. Marian tengah ngajar kat depan tu kan. Dia sampai macam tu, dia boleh faham lah. Okay. So, that one will be the third signal. Second signal. Third signal is senang. Third signal is unit step kan? ut minus 4. So, ut minus 4. Unit t minus 4 ni kacang je. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sebab apa 4? Saya stop sebab value dia adalah shifting to the right side until 4. Okay. So draw that. Shifting. So blah 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 until 4. Ramp up. Positive amplitude 1. Okay. Dah siap? Ke belum? Belum lagi kan? Jawab soalan ni adalah draw the signal. Okay. So we are going to actually fill in. Let's say that I'm going to fill in up here. T 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, signal 1, 2, 3. This one is sine. Okay, so I'm going to draw it like this. Okay, so how you're going to actually put the sign is that based on this, the one that you defined earlier lah, yang ni yang ni tadi. So plus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. Now what you need to do is that transfer the signal that you have, the end signal here setiap signal 1, 2, 3 tu, you can transfer dia punya amplitude masuk kepada table tadi. Amplitude dia pada setiap point lah. So kalau tak nak salah, then labelkanlah 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Contoh, I nak buat sampai 5. Okay, sebab kita ada sampai 5, so I put there until 5. Okay, so yang ni value dia, yang ni sampai 5 juga I buat. So let's look at the sign for the signal 1. Signal 1, amplitude dia berapa? 0 up until 1 is 0 So kita masukkan amplitude dia 0. At t equal to 1 is 0 juga. T equal to 2, 1. Ni, T equal to 2 is 1 1. T equal to 3, 2. Dia menaik lah. Okay, because we ramp up. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Until infinity. Okay. Signal number 2. There's this signal. So labelkan amplitude dia supaya you tak salah. 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you have daripada kosong hingga 2, 0 3 je berstart 1. So terus tulis je sini. 3 is 1. 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 until infinity. Okay. Signal number 3 is this one. So you have the value before 3 ni 0, 0 and then you have 0 and 1. At 4 tadi ada dua value sebab dia ramp up, dia step up So ada 0 dengan 1. Pada 5 ada 1. Okay, so at signal 3 is 0, 0, 0, 0. At 4 ada 0 dengan 1. Jangan malas macam saya. Buatlah table betul-betul. Okay, buat table. Okay. So, 4 ada 2 value tadi. So, you ada 0 and 1. Pada 5 is 1. Okay. Until infinity. Okay. Untuk table ni, saya sarankan buatlah. Okay. Jangan skip supaya you tak salah plot the final answer. Now, what you do is just add and minus the amplitude. Okay. So, pada t equal to 0. So, 0 minus 0 minus 0 is 0. So, this is plot xt lah. Plot xt. 0 minus 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 0 minus 0, 1. 2 minus 1 minus 0, 1. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 minus 0, 1. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. And you get 0 lah. Bolehlah cuba dengan value lain kalau nak. Contoh 5. You get 0. Okay. So, now you have xt. Plot lah. So, plot xt. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, t. This is xt. Plotkan based on the table. So, at t equal to 0 is 0. T equal to 1, 0. T equal to 1. T equal to 3, 1. 3 equal to 4. Ada 1 and 0. 1 and 0. 5 equal to 0. And the rest is 0. So, okay. So, jangan lupa lah letaklah amplitude di 1 sini Okay. So, is your answer same as the question? Okay, you just prove it. So, that is how, that is the procedure and how to prove this based on a given situation. Right? So, that is important, especially yang bahagian yang step ni. Selalunya student apa yang dia akan salah buat adalah the step macam ni, dia ambil satu nilai je. Okay, dia tak ambil 0 and 1. Then when they have only one value, whatever is that, your final answer will be wrong lah. So, dia ada satu je value. Okay, takkan ada yang buat tahu. Okay, so, answering your question tak tahu yang boleh. So, untuk lecturer lain, sebenarnya dia buat basically, dia buat juga cerita yang ini. But untuk buat signal nombor 1, 2, 3 ni pun dia punya table juga. Dia tak ada langsung dia graph. Tak ada graph buat table je. Misal apa? Intuition. So, kita tahu lah nak bagi apa. Itu yang kita bagi dengan intuition mana yang soal. Kalau salah, boleh tu susah. Okay. So, my concept is that for you to understand the transformation of signal, so you know signal dalam dari apa, big ke, shooting ke, scaling up or scaling down. So, you won't actually answer wrongly lah sepatutnya. Okay, if the basic concept is understood correctly. So, jawapan you ni sama dengan soalan tadi. You already prove it. So that one is exercise.
Is it possible yes, if different attributes
Different? Yes. Different, of course lah. Okay, sebab dia untuk midterm ni dia saja nak menyusahkan student kan. Saja nak testing student, dia takkan bagi simple soalan untuk MPQ1 tu. Dia akan bagi MPQ2 lah. So when you have to set what? Maksudnya rank dia. Mungkin akan ada dengan slope yang begitu ke ataupun mungkin berlaku. Tapi dia punya MPQ1 soalan lah. So it's just about the amplitude saja. Nothing different lah. The concept will be the same. If you look at past year example, then you akan nampak lah how it's going to be translated. Contoh present signal is 1C in singularity form. Function. Singularity function tu maksudnya you give any signal, dapat equation. Buatlah segmen. Segmen yang pertama ni apa? Kalau you nak dapat macam ni, satu dia akan start dengan ramp unit step with T+1. Kita will shifting to the left side sebab satunya unit step dia akan start dengan 0. But now, you signal ni starting dengan advance. So, you tahu, dia akan dapat ada satu signal yang dia akan do T plus Y. Y, because sebab MPQ1 lah. Okay? Kalau tak, kalau MPQ2 dan 2T, bracket T plus 1. That's how you apply what you have learned in the basic. Dah habis number 1. Dan yang ni, itu bawah pula. So, nama ni, for this case, kita this one nanti. Sebelum kita go to this one, we need to do another exercise. Okay, so another example. Tapi dia pun consider senang juga lah. The difference is that dia ada MPQ2. So boleh try buat di rumah. Okay. Dapatkan solution dan for this question is combined with even and odd. So signal tu buat even and odd. Then prove that when odd and odd add again the equation and prove that is get the original signal, that's all. Okay. So let's look at this exercise. Berapa dah ni? Take a break. 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 5 minutes. Before we go to this one. Okay, semua dah ada dalam? Okay. Untuk example yang ini, okay. Saya bagi, I will teach you 2 methods to actually answer it. Last time I only teach student 1 method. But I found out that another lecturer teach second method. Which is method yang susah. Ada student pun tanya I, yang ni macam mana nak buat? Okay, tak apa, kita bagi dua-dua method. And then we prove that it's the same answer. Okay, so let's look at this question. Find the transfer function of xt. So my method is that it's not method yang I saja ada-adakan bukan. It's a method that I refer to one textbook which is LATI signal system LATI LATI ni one of our reference book in the teaching plan. So dia bagi cara yang another way which is much more simpler, whereby we are going to answer this by dividing into two segment. So segmen yang pertama dan segmen yang kedua. Okay. Then based on that two segment, you are going to get the equation. Okay. So before we proceed, what I want you to do is that most of the time when you have this type of question, especially when you see there's a ramp signal, so what you need to do is that label the coordinate at the important points lah. So example, let's say this one ada missing 1 and 0 okay, the coordinate that we are going to write here is that 0 0. This is what 2 2. What else? We have 3 0. That will be the main important coordinate. Why? Because you see it directly. Oh, okay. Confirm. Paling minimum ada 2 ramp signal dalam equation ni. 2 ramp. But that will be minimum. There might be more than 1 signal inside. Okay. So minimum directly, like the previous exercise, is that need to identify how many signals that we have. For now, we see only 2 signal. 2 lah. Because there's a ramp, 2 ramp, okay. Okay, so this is the first one. And how we are going to answer this question is that by dividing into 2 segment lah. Segmen pertama dengan segmen kedua. Okay, let's do part 1. The first segment. Okay, I'm going to draw out the segment. Okay, 0, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So this one will be the first segment. Okay. So from this first segment, what do you think? What type of equation that you have? A. What type of signal do you think we have here? Ramp. What else? Step. Why? Because it start from 0 here, right? And then it stop at 2. Okay, so you will have a step. Okay, 2 je lah dalam ni. Okay, so based on that, the easiest way to answer, of course, step dulu lah. Step, rupa dia macam mana? Rupa dia adalah step one, 2 is something like this. Step down, right? So step, it will having like this type of signal lah. So that step signal, write out the equation. You have U apa? UT minus U T apa? T minus 2. Betul tak? Siapa rasa jawapan ni betul, angkat tangan. Betul. Angkat tangan. 90 degree. Yang lain tak confident. 90 degree. Ni je. Yang ni semua sini tak sampai maklumat tu. Okay, yang sana confident, yang ni tak confident. Let's prove it, okay? Let's prove this. Do we get this signal? Okay, UT macam mana rupa dia? Straight saja. UT. Okay, this is UT. UT minus 2 is shifting. Okay, UT minus 2. Signal yang pertama ni tolak signal kedua. What do you get? Bila you plot, you akan dapat 0, 1, 2. 2 tolak 0. 2 pula. 1 tolak 0. 1. 0 tolak 0, 0. Then 1 minus 0, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 0. Okay? So, signal ni sama tak? Dengan yang I draw ni. Sama kan? Okay? So, bila you ada equation yang pertama ni, part 1 ni adalah bentuk dia. Memanglah bentuk dia RAM tapi turun bawah kan. Tapi dia start dengan kosong dengan stop at 0. So, there must be a unit step there. So, unit step tu you kena tahu dia punya range of signal lah. So, signal dia adalah UT minus 2. Okay. Step settle. Okay. Now, we want to draw out what are the RAM signal. So, RAM. Senang, kacang. RAM, apa dia punya M value? Okay. But maybe tak confident. M dia berapa? So, let's look at the question back here. So, kita nak dapatkan apa dia? The M and C value. Right? Okay, so we have using what equation? Y equal to mx plus c. So M, how do you find M? M is the slope, right? So normally when you want to find the slope, y equal to mx plus c, normally, okay, you will set this to 0, you have only y equal to mx, kan? So m is y over x. Okay, so m you akan dapat from this case is that y1 minus y2, so you dapat 2 divided by 2. Okay, you get 1. Right? So m you directly get 1. Okay. So now you have 1. Okay. Let's say from here is that you have y value. Y ni x kan? Y. So y you masukkan 2. Okay. 2 m x is 2 plus c. C you dapat 0 lah. So so by having that you know that m is equal to 1. So the t value here is only 1 lah, which is 1t, which is t lah. Okay. So normally when you see that m equal to 1, then it's a RAM. RAM yang hanya ada RAM up macam ni Okay, plus infinity minus infinity. So you have 1 and 2, so amplitude dia 1, 2 here This is minus 1. Okay. These two signal, you multiply, then what do you get? You will get this signal. Okay. Let's try to do that. Okay. So what you're going to do is that this signal multiply with step multiply by RAM signal. Okay. So you dapat ni 1. Amplitude tadi 1. Amplitude ni tadi 0, 1, 2. Okay. So at 0 point, for this case is that I'm not going to do the table sebab ini simple saja. So 0 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 1, 2. And the rest will be 0 lah. Okay. So did you get the original signal? Yes This one, kita just nak prove tadi, betul ke tak? Okay, that combination of step and ramp, you dapat the first segment. Okay. Okay. So, this one will be the confirm betul. So, what is the signal for ramp is T only. So, this signal is defined as, for example, let's say I denote it by x1t, equivalent to T U T minus U T minus 2. Okay. Boleh faham? Macam mana boleh dapat? X1 adalah signal, yang ni tadi adalah RAM. Yang ini adalah step. Okay. Yang ini saya cuma nak prove saja. This one is just to prove. Bila kita darabkan step dengan RAM, kita dapat signal bawah ni tadi kan. So kita dapat ni dia punya amplitude dia, amplitude dia 0, 1, 2 sebab kita dah multiply it. Okay. So and then when you prove it, then oh okay betul sama dengan yang atas original. Then you can directly write out the equation lah. So x1t equal to t, which is the RAM signal ni tadi. Okay, which is this one. Multiply the step yang ini. Okay. So that will be the first segment, x1. Okay. Boleh faham tak yang part 1? Part 1 tak faham, part 2 lagi tak faham. So part 2 boleh ada minus RAM minus RAM maksudnya ada minus lagi ada cross section. Okay. So tu lagi Yang ini darab. Sebab apa kita dah dapat signal yang atas tadi. Okay. So kita tengok soalan lah. Tak semua soalan tu origin signal dia bagi. Kalau macam soalan yang sebelum ni, you dia berikan soalan. Okay, soalan dia berikan. Okay, dapat effect. Sekarang ni tak boleh diberikan yang signal. So you kena dapatkan apa? What are the equation representing that signal? Tapi untuk case yang ni saya ada you jawab by segment. Sebab lebih mudah. Nanti lepas ni ada lagi cara lagi satu which is lagi complicated. You kena buat satu-satu. Moving up, satu signal. Nak dari dia berdata dengan mati step pula. Dengan cancel out by the negative side of that. Okay, lepas tu mendatangkan balik, mendarab balik. Okay, that will be method number 2. Okay, but method number 1 will be much more simpler. And you get this final answer, sama saja. Okay, ada lagi tak faham? Part mana? Nak kena ulang tu? Yang faham angkat tangan? Faham belakang tu? Kita kena paksa angkat tangan sebab anak saya hilang. Okay. Okay, if that's okay, then let's look at part 2. Part 2 Part 2 yang ni. Sekejap. So part 2. So let's draw first part 2. Okay. M ni tahu kan macam mana nak dapat tadi? Sebab ini I terus congak aje. Faham kan? Ada yang tak faham? Kalau tak faham, saya explain detail lagi. Okay. Sebab kalau M equal to 1 senang. Tapi kalau dia at different variable then it might get complicated. And so M, 1 divided by X. Y, 2, sorry. Refer to one point here. This is Y1, X1, Y2, X2. Okay. Y1 minus Y2. 2 minus 0. Divide by X. 2 minus 0. 2 minus 2 is 1. Tu cara dapat dia. Sama je. Betul. Unless dia tak start dengan 0 nanti dia tak sama. Dia get confused sikit lah. Yang ni sebab apa you boleh congak je 2 bagi 2. Sebab dia start dengan 0. Kalau yang part 2 nanti kita tengok macam mana. Sebab dia tak start dengan 0. Okay. Okay, part 2 adalah mana saya punya ni? Okay. Mana pula pergi dia ni? Okay. Hilang dah. Okay, ada orang panggil ya? Kejap Kejap. Silap. Ya? Siapa yang panggil? Tapi you tahu kita ada rank. Kalau misal kata lah, step info kita tadi dengan dua juga. Apa perlu multiply? Kalau misal ada 2. 2 darab 1 jadi 2. Betul? 2 darab 2 jadi 4. Kalau tak sama dengan jawapan you. So unit step is just unit step saja. Okay? Unless soalan ni memang tak ada rank langsung. Dan unit step perlu buat 2. Kalau dia memang start dengan 2. Okay? Tapi unit step ni, unit step letakkan unit step kalau dia confine unit step in the rank, then fix it at unit step and go to 1. Okay? Sebab bila you multiply, then you akan nampak unit dia akan multiply. Bila you multiply, you dapat jawapan lebih sama dan okay lah. But if you multiply tak sama, then baru you add on unit step dan certain value. Right? Okay? Which question juga lah, kenapa dia tak letak 2? Sebab you nampak ada 2. Tapi we know that we don't put it because in the end when you multiply, you will get the answer. So unit step tak perlu ada amplitude 2. Okay. So part 2 is that we will draw out part 2 which is this one. Second part yang ni Okay, second part. Okay, letakkan dia punya amplitude 2, 2. Yang ini apa? 3, 0 kan? Okay, sama. Besar kecil, tak sama. Apa ni? Ini besar. Okay. Same as the part number 2 just now. What was the step? To identify what type of signal dalam ni kan? So, apa signal apa yang nampak? Ada RAM. Sebab dia RAM down, right? So, confirm M dia minus. Tapi tak tahu dia cross section at what point. Okay, M dia pun kita tak tahu. Scaling factor dia berapa. M dia berapa. Either is it M equal to 1, M equal to 2. Okay. So, RAM. But you know that it's going to be minus M. And then you ada C juga. Okay, ada C. So, you boleh directly letak kat tepi ni lah. So that you know that's going to be a value. What else do you have? You ada? Unit step. Why? Sebab you know that before this is a zero value. And then after pun zero value. Okay, so you ada unit step. Kacang lah ni. So now let's settle first the ramp value. Okay, so find what is M. Macam mana tadi equation dia? Y equal to mx plus c. M nak cari, M is y over x. Dapatkan M dia. Jadi 2. Yang lain buat dulu. Okay, macam mana nak dapat M? Bawah ni, you kena ambil yang depan ni dulu Okay, because signal tu ke arah macam ni. Okay, so Y adalah XY kan? So this one will be X1, Y1. Okay, this one is X2, Y2. Okay, Y1 minus Y2 lah kan? Okay, so 0 minus 2 divide by 3 minus 2 minus 2 over 1 minus 2. So M equal to minus 2. So M settle. So now you're going to find out what is C. C adalah cross section, which is you're going to input it in, find it in this one kan, C ni. So we are going to use the same equation. Okay, Y equal to mx plus C. Okay, M tadi dah minus 2. Ambil value yang ada kat sini sekarang ni. M add 2 dengan 2 dengan 2 Okay. So you have 2, Y equal to 2 minus 2, X2 plus C. C dapat apa? Dua equal to minus 4 plus 6 C. C equal to 6. Okay, dah settle. Now, let's draw the signal. So, ramp signal. Sekarang ni saya nak draw ramp signal dulu. So, kita dah settlekan ramp. So, let's draw that with the same axis dengan yang atas tadi. 2, 3. Okay. So, you have ramp. You know that you have T minus T plus 6. This is the signal for the ramp. Betul? Okay, gantikan je tadi. M value tadi. M tadi minus 2. C yang ni. Okay. So, you dapat minus 2 plus, T plus 6. So, minus T plus 6 is a signal whereby if you plot it cross section at C. Tak muat pula dah. 6 lah, contoh 6 kat atas ni kan. So, dengan M ke bawah. So, basically, dia akan macam ni lah. T, 2. Allah, buruknya lah. Tak ada berbaris, sorry Payah sikit nak draw ni, okay. Dia macam tu. Okay. And then, of course, into infinity. So, draw dia macam ni lah Saya draw lengkap. Minus infinity until plus infinity. So, ni adalah signal ramp yang you lukis ni. Okay. Second signal is unit step kan. Unit step tadi sebab apa? You nak matikan signal between these two, right? So, unit step ni adalah between 2 and 3. Too simple kan? Kalau dah faham konsep ni, dia jadi senang. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Dia cuma ada value between 2 and 3, right? So you nak plotkan yang ni. Jom congak apa dia? Apa jawapan dia? UT minus 2 minus UT minus 3. You akan dapat signal ni dengan amplitude 1. Okay? So that is how kita terus boleh dapat jawapan. Tak perlu lukis signal dah banyak-banyak. Dah terus dapat jawapan. So we want to confirm, is this the equation for this signal Okay, so what you do is that label lah yang ini tadi. Okay, yang ini adalah 1, yang ini adalah 2 kan. Okay, so you multiply it. Will you get the answer? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 darab 0, 0. Kosong Sebelum 2 tu semua kosong. 2 darab 1, 2. 1 darab 1, ini 1 ni 2. Okay. 1 pada 2.5 sebenarnya Okay, pada yang ni kosong. Kosong darab kosong, kosong. So you get the answer like above. Sama. Okay, so dah proof. Okay, so you can write x2t is equivalent to the ramp signal minus 2t plus 6 multiplied by the step signal ut minus 2 minus ut minus 3. Okay, belum habis lagi. Sebab kita baru dapatkan segmen, different segment. Segment 1, segment 2. How do you know that this RAM ni, okay, cross section dia pada positif 6 kan? Tapi macam mana saya bagi tahu cross section X ni pada 3? Macam mana saya dapat RAM tu? Dapatkan balik, masukkan balik dalam original signal tadilah. Okay? Sebab tu tujuan dia kita dapatkan, kita guna equation tadi Y equal to mx plus c. The equation RAM tadi you dapat apa? M minus 2x plus 6. How you do it? manually. Kalau tak boleh congak, tak apa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know that for now, cross section daripada 6. Dia akan ke bawah. Tapi kat mana dia akan cross section pada X? Cari satu-satu lah. Okay, pada X equal to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pada X equal to 0, you dapat apa? Y equivalent to minus 2, 0, plus 6. 6. Betul? Y equal to 1. Y equal to, for X equal to 1, Y equal to minus 2, 1 plus 6. Dapat apa? Berapa? Weh, bukan. 4. Minus 2, X ni X ni X value. Okay. 2 plus 6. 2. Y equal to minus 2. 3 plus 6. 0. Y equal to minus 2. 4 plus 6. Minus 2. Okay, dah boleh plot dah ni. Okay. So, at 0 tadi dah ada. Pada X equal to 1 is 4. Pada X equal to 2 adalah 2. Pada 4, pada 3 adalah kosong. Pada 4 adalah minus 2. Okay. So, you dapat. Samalah. Okay. Itu cara dia nak dapatkan RAM tu. Okay. Boleh faham Tadi tanya macam mana nak dapatkan RAM tu. Memang kena buat satu-satu lah. Tapi tak perlulah buat semua. Buatlah randomly. Dapat 3 point dah cukup. Untuk you buat graph kan. Okay. 3 point dah cukup. Alright. So, ada lagi soalan? Tak ada. Okay. Based on that, now you can, kita tak habis lagi. Sebenarnya. Singit. Okay. Mana nak lukis ni? Okay, I tulis balik. Okay. So, X is equivalent to X1T plus X2T. Betul? So, X1 is T. I'm going to expand this signal. Okay. So, you akan jawab T UT minus UT minus 2. Okay. Plus minus 2t plus 6 u t minus 2 minus u t minus 3. Betul? Normally I'm okay with this answer. Tapi lecturer lain jawapan dia bukan macam ni. Dia tak habis kat sini. Jawapan dia habis tempat lain. Okay, so we are going to expand this. Okay, so let's expand this t ut minus t ut minus 2. Okay, expand this. Minus 2 t ut plus 2. Plus t minus 2. Okay, plus plus 6 ut minus 2. Okay, apa lagi? Expand yang ni pula. Plus 2 t. Betul? U t minus 3 minus 6 U T minus 3. Kenapa kita buat kerja susah ni kan? Tapi sebab nak prove kan, student macam, tapi doktor tak sama lah jawapan dia dengan yang lagi satu section tu. Tak apalah, kita provekan je. Okay. So what you need to do is that find the equation that has similar UT minus something. Okay, dia punya shifting tu sama. So yang mana yang sama? T, U minus T dengan ada ramp sini. Apa lagi yang sama? Yang ni kan? T minus 2, betul? Sama eh? That one same category. Apa lagi yang sama? T minus 3 eh? Oh, tak sama. Okay, so yang itu semua adalah equation yang you dapat lah. So, basically, mana pergi dia punya ni? Satu lagi yang sama, kejap saya kumpulkan yang mana yang sama T minus 2 Ni tak nak. Ni tak nak. T, ni 2T. Okay. So you akan dapat T, UT. Gabungkan. Minus 3T. Okay. Plus 6 kan? Betul tak? U T minus 2. Macam mana saya dapat yang ni? Sebab saya kumpulkan yang U T minus 2 U T minus 2. Yang ni sama. Dengan ni sama. Betul? Minus T minus 2T kan. So, minus 3T lah. Plus, you have T minus 2 only plus 6. So, sebab tu jadi minus 3T plus 6. Plus saya buat kat luar Okay. And then what else you have? T minus 3, right? Yang ni sama. Yang ni sama. So you have plus 2T minus 6 U T minus 3. Ini jawapan akhir. Normally untuk lecturer lain dia tak guna method yang saya ajar tadi part 1, part 2 tak. Guna method lain. Tapi in the end dia akan dapat buat jawapan yang ni. Okay. So let's prove it that using another method you get this equation. So how are you going to do that? By actually getting the signal, okay, in form of these three signal which is kind of a bit complicated for my taste lah. Okay, dia jadi very complicated Okay, so tapi dah tak ada masa ni, dah 4:41 kan. Buat exercise pun dah 41 kan. Okay, can we okay. Saya terus congak aja sekarang ni. Saya nak provekan yang signal ni, yang dapat ni, kalau daripada signal asal, yang ni boleh prove di rumah lah. How you prove it is that by plotting the signal lah, macam you buat exercise sebelum ni. So identify berapa signal kat sini, ada 3, 1, 2, 3. Betul? So sebenarnya cara yang lain, kalau yang ada signal yang ini 0, 1, 2, 3, amplitude 2 macam ni. Okay. Lecturer lain dia akan ajar cara macam ni first signal, TUT. Signal number 1. Okay. And then, in order to get this signal, you akan nampak dia ada minus 3T plus 6 UT minus 2. Cara untuk nak, how to actually stop this signal from moving upward is that to actually stop it at 2, at 1 and 2, right? So how we are going to stop it? Most of the time is to cancel it by cross, kan? Betul tak? You need to cancel, you need to have another signal crossing this way. Betul? But if you cross it this way with M equal to 1, what happen? The signal ni akan jadi mendata. Cancel dengan cancel, So signal ni akan jadi, end up signal ni akan jadi mendata, 0. Dia akan jadi macam ni, mendata. Because this and this is cancel out. So dia akan jadi mendata lah. Okay. So how you are going to force it to go downward? So you perlukan signal yang inclination dia lagi banyak daripada origin signal, which is minus 2 tadi. Baru dia akan start to face down. So face down tu sebab tu you nampak at T minus 2 tadi. Yang second signal ni T minus 2, which is you tahu shifting. Tapi amplitude dia adalah instead of, kalau you tengok sini, M dia adalah minus 3 dan bukan minus 2 pun. Sebab apa dia nak cancel out tadi? Dia nak turun bawah lagi, force it down So dia minus 3. So sebenarnya minus 3 dan dia akan cross down lah. So you akan ada signal. Contoh signal tu macam ni. Lagi steep. Okay, ni signal nombor 2. Moving down. Okay. Lepas tu at 3 ni dia akan naik balik. Sebab apa? Sebab dia nak jadi mendata balik. So lagi confused lah. Dia ada 3 signal yang akan naik turun. And at this point 3, dia akan naik balik dengan M equal to 2. Okay. I pun jam buat benda ni Okay. Cancel balik. So what I mean is that second option is very difficult lah. Okay. So yang pertama adalah signal dia M equal to 1. Signal kedua yang you perlu dapatkan adalah M equal to minus 2 lah untuk cancel out. So sorry, M equal to minus 3. Then another signal is you need to get it at M equal to 2. Campur 3 signal ni, then you get the final answer still the same. Tak percaya, prove it lah. You draw out these 3 signal, prove it, you will get the original signal. Okay. So reason why I teach the method yang nombor 2 ni, nombor 1 ni, sebab dia lagi mudah by segment. Okay, so kalau you ada banyak segment, then very easy for you to actually add on and everything. Okay, so having said that, okay, try to do this nanti kat rumah. Gunalah method pertama saja, but don't forget, even though you are using the same the first method, make sure that you need to expand it and to get this last equation. Okay, don't leave it at this point saja. Okay, you need to expand it and make sure that it's going to have in terms of shifting value and RAM value. Okay, so try to do that at home. Tak habis lah, ada lagi sikit je lagi sebenarnya. So I think that will be all for today. Next week, once kita naik hari raya, I will show you this one class. Banyak pun kita then we go to check the two convolutions. The convolution sum and convolution integral. The convolution sum is for the time convolution integral for sementara convolution lah, focus on discrete time. Okay? Of course, the concept of discrete time dengan consistent sama. Sama concept. Kita lagi tidak sebenarnya sebab dia point satu saja point. Dan dia point tak. Dia satu point saja. Alright? So, focus on that. And then, nanti untuk kedua, continuous time. Which is convolution integral. Panas sikit kan? So, dapat yang sebenarnya itu, yang susah sikit kan? Okay, convolution integral. Mana ada equation dalam tu kan? Okay, that will be all. So, jangan lupa buat platform dan student untuk mengetahui dengan hari Selasa dan hari kita isi baru separuh kelas ini. I think that's ada soalan. Nanti kelas punya video recording hari ni saya ada record. Saya nak upload. Untuk yang hari Selasa sampai datang boleh tengok balik. Okay, that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.